Now I know every antagonist can't be a well-written GOAT. They can't all be Griffith. They can't even all be Twitter. But there's a fine line between decent and buns. And Mihoyo, Hoyoverse, has some very questionable and unserious antagonists and villains, at least personally to me. But when you wake up and you're immediately surrounded by the hus, and I mean hus. What, bruz? Getting the brakes beat off of me in front of the ladies is a no-no, so I lock in and my enemy is the blue eyes white Stardust Alright, any generic XYZ summon monster? And then the hus are all like,
be careful, it's a galaxy level threat. Oh, don't get hurt and mess up your perfect.
This is the tutorial. This thing gets folded with ease and the Doomsday Beasts are never heard of again. Are you ladies alright? This world level threat gets beaten by a literal newborn, the hus. And I am not Xiao or Zhongli. I am trash. The devs took a look at the Doomsday Beast and said, hey, this enemy's kinda do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then said, you know what, let's just retcon this thing's existence and pretend this never happened. Now Hoyoverse, you're still not safe because what even are these? I get it, you don't want to make characters that are pure evil, but can villains at least be villains? Bro is literally an ensemble star on a Dragon Ball Z high and now he wants to fight strong people like Goku. He's also a pretty good older brother. Scaramouche has the emotional IQ of a literal baby, and his character is just a sentient sob story saved from a nightmare by the goddess of dreams, who's also a baby. Is this deep and poetic? No. Arlecchino is a great mother. Father? And Capitano is just, don't get it twisted, he's Giga El Capitan. But is he even an enemy? Can you even call him that? The only time we ever saw him do something remotely questionable was when everybody was kung fu fighting. The only one out of the Harbingers we've seen so far that didn't really have redeemable qualities was Senora. And guess what happened to Senora? Adios, Senora. They made a bad character. Bad, yeah. Actually, isn't that what a villain is supposed to be? Rule of thumb, if a character is all bad in these games, then they will die. Sorry to all of you future Dottore wanters. Who is even the main antagonist of Zenless Zone Zero? Do we know? Are there even antagonists other than the Hollows? Like, you take Hollows running rampant, there's gotta be a mastermind behind what's going on. I don't know, I could be bugging, but I don't know, man. I think the big op in Zenless Zone Zero are the jiggle physics, like gyat. I don't know who the Zenless villains are yet, and I don't even think a big bad has been introduced before, but if they have, they must have sucked, because I clearly missed it, or they were so boring I started catching CZZs. You get it? I started catching C's. But Star Rail, I'm not done with you at all, because your villains so far have been a Siscon, a possessed MILF, I don't know what this is, but I know what I see, and Gilgamesh fresh out of Vegas.
Day 4.
Put me in that cage, chain me up. What the heck am I doing? But let it be known I was imitating you all on Twitter. Chill, I can't save myself, I'm cooked. And I know my future self is gonna troll my past self by not editing out any of that. This dude loves his sister more than he loves himself, and he'll do whatever necessary for her sake other than what's best for her. Yeah, a Siscon, but also delusional. But other than the being related part, I don't blame him, cause she's so beautiful, girl. But let the bird fly, guys. Sheesh. We smacked him up every day of the week, literally, and brought down divine retribution on him on a Sunday. And by retribution, I mean we hit him with a train. You were a lover when she was a fox. You were a lover when she got her neck broken like a DDLC cutscene. Cutscenes, and you're a lover when she, great googly moogly, turned into this monster, and you still love her when she came back to Edo Tensei. And you know what? I've never been the biggest fan, but I've never been a hater either, so I'm happy for you guys. I personally never got the hype, but I'm glad. Regardless, this villain was literally just a pair of boobs. For someone so hot, she's so cold, fitting for this setting. I won't even go in on her. I won't even go hard on her. I won't even explain her too much because I already made a song on her arc in the game, which you should definitely go check out after this, you know, shameless plug. She was actually bad, or pretty close to, until you realize she was just being brainwashed and manipulated. So take away her bad side and we're just left with an easily deceived woman who thought she was saving her people. I've changed my mind mid-recording about even calling this dude a villain, or an antagonist for that matter. No, I'm not switching up on the gang, I've simply changed my viewpoint mid-recording. The willow bends, but it does not break. He was shady and questionable the entirety of Penacony, but when you learned his intentions were righteous, then, I don't know, the only bad thing about him is his name. I hate saying that word, adventuring. eventually.
What is
I'm
that?
biased. He made himself look like one of Penacony's main antagonists, when in reality this gambling addict was betting his own life on the greater good. At least he's OP in the game and looks cool when he goes demon gambler mode. When I first saw the cutscene, I almost bust. There's so many unserious Hoyoverse enemies that I didn't mention with unserious and ridiculous backstories or reasons for what they do, but as a gacha consumer, yeah, I'm talking about you. If they look good, then who cares?